Write square root of 98 plus 3 square root of 8 minus square root of 200 in form of a root of 2, where a is an integer. Solution. Root of 98 plus 3 root of 8 minus root of 200 is equal to square root of 98 is the same thing as square root of 49 times 2 plus 3 into square root of 8 is the same thing as square root of 4 times 2 minus square root of 200 is the same thing as square root of 100 times 2. If we continue, we have square root of 49 times square root of 2. We have to distribute the square root plus 3 square root of 4 times square root of 2. And when we distribute the square root again, we have minus square root of 100 times square root of 2. Square root of 49 means what is that number that you will times by itself to give you 49, which is 7 times root 2 plus 3 root 4 is the same thing as 2 times root 2 minus root 100 is the same thing as 10 times root 2. Now we simplify this to be 7 times root 2. Short way to write it is 7 root 2 plus 3 times 2 gives us 6 times root 2 gives us 6 root 2 minus 10 times root 2 gives us 10 root 2. Now root 2 is common, meaning 7 root 2 plus 6 root 2 gives us 13 root 2 minus 10 root 2 gives us 3 root 2. Then we go back to the equation. It said solve in form of a root 2. That is in form of a root 2, where a is equal to 3 as the answer. If this helped, please subscribe, like, and share. Thank you.